think that would be more fun. Also, one thing I wanted to do, I forgot actually. This is a big thing. I want to make the stars hold on. Well, I want the missile to ignore stars for its collisions. I just don't think it's actually that fun to bang into the stars. So that's going to be here under collision. Okay. It should be a projectile that cares about players, environment, other projectiles, right? Yeah, the pushing of stars, actually, yeah, the pushing of stars is cool, but I don't want it to like consider banging into a star as a bounce. Does that make sense? Because you only got like limited bounces, and it seems a little unfair. Definitely, I want the ice to go through underneath stars. I think that makes sense. So this is a projectile, and we just care about the environment players and other projectiles. And then ninja stars, we can just leave the ninja stars as they are. Okay, and then what I was going to do is I'm going to put the stars in a stars group if they're not already in that group. Yep, stars. Cool. Okay, so this allows us to jump into the missile, and in our... That's not file, I'm in VS Studio. Okay, well, VS Studio is having a bit of a wobbly. Okay, here. So if the body is in the players group, then we basically die immediately, explode immediately, otherwise we bounce. However, what I want to do here is create a new constant, and we're going to call this the stars group. And that's just going to be stars. And we're just going to sort of copy a little bit of this. And we're going to say if it's in the stars group, we don't do anything. And we just return. So it's going to nudge the stars, because the stars are nudged by the kinematic body interaction. So this now allows us to push the stars but not actually count them towards the death of the missile. So that's going to make the missiles a little bit more crazy. And crazy's good, I think. So if I fire this missile here, you see it lasts a lot longer, even though it still bangs into the stars. And I think that's sort of more what I want here, because I don't think that there are so many stars now that I don't want it to negatively affect your shooting, right? We don't want the stars really to get in the way. And I suppose we can keep the ammo boxes unaffected. I'm not sure how I feel about that. And then the icicles. So the ice, I don't want that to be affected by the stars either, because one of the reasons I find myself, I keep getting caught with my own ice, and it's not because I'm misjudging anything, it's just because I'm hitting a star when I didn't mean to. So let's just do the same thing up the top here and say a const stars group is equal to stars, and I might build out a static class for those groups and those layers, but for now I'll leave it. Okay. On-bodied enter. Okay, so this is where we can do a little bit of calculation. So we can say if body.is in group stars group, then return. And now that should allow us to shoot our ice through stars. Cool. Okay, so I do definitely like the feeling of the additional bounces. Maybe 4 is too much. I don't know. It is kind of chaotic and fun to have this missile just going ballistic around you. Cool. All right. So I found that was really annoying. Okay, so back to our control system. What I believe is happening. Event relative. What's that? Okay. Touch bounds. So I think we need to just bound that event. Right? Oh. That's interesting. Change set it as an action. I didn't realize we could do that. So that would allow us to... Okay, I need to make a note of that. Because that might be a decent refactoring that allows us to essentially just switch over our touch events as actions. So I mean, we might even try that for this, to be honest. So if you're dragging upwards, we would consider that a left engine event. Okay, so what I kind of want to do is I just want to check whether this event is within the bounds. So if we say if the event dot position, and what if we say is Godot is position in viewport. Find world, find okay, get camera, get canvas transform sounds about right. Okay, so if we get the global canvas transform here, bar transform equals get global canvas. Jesus Christ. Transform. And let's just breakpoint here and see what we get. Okay. So no, that's not what we want. Okay. How would we search for this? Godot is event inside node. That's not really what I want. Is touch. So what I think is that within the area, screen touch. Get wrecked, right? Okay, I think that is probably what we want. Okay. Okay, so if it's a thank you, because it's on tight. Get wrecked has point to local event position. So if not, let's just return, right? So if this event position is not within our rectangle, then let's just return early, right? What are you complaining about? To local isn't declared. Okay, well, let's just